In 1991 came Hook, a film that is either praised or rejected by audiences and critics. Hook is a take on the classic Peter Pan tale by J.M. Barrie, and it still stands in modern history. Sort of. As I said before, either you love this movie or you hate it. I'm one of the people who likes the movie. It was cleverly written to portray Peter Pan as a grown man who has chosen to stay in London when he was a boy. Pan is convinced to come back to Neverland when his children get kidnapped by Captain Hook, and a note is left on the door. Of course, that was not all on his own. We gotta give credit where credit is due. Tinker Bell has to carry Peter to Neverland. Of course, since Peter's a grown man, the Lost Boys don't recognize him. In order to get back into shape, Peter needs to remember what it was like to be Peter Pan again. Despite the fact that I like the film, I do have a few problems with it. Sometimes the jokes are a bit corny, the characters don't always show the right facial expressions or say their lines the way they needed to be said emotion-wise. There was even a point in the movie when Peter needed to be reminded of the reasons he left Neverland to be a grown-up. The reason he got to Neverland is kind of strange. As a baby, Peter overheard his parents talking about how he would be when he grows up. He didn't want that, so he strolled away somehow and Tinker Bell took him to Neverland. There are things about it that don't make sense. Peter was a baby. There's no way he would have been able to grasp the concept of an age and death. Well, anyway, despite the gripes I have with this film, I still like it. It's not one of my favorite films or anything. I probably would have wanted it to be one of my favorite movies because it's a film about Peter Pan, and it's directed by Steven Spielberg, one of the most famous directors of all time. If you don't like this film, I understand why. If you've never seen this film, you should go ahead and watch it so you can decide for yourself.